Can you tell us your name, please?
My name is Nicholas James Andrejco.
And what's your major here at Mercer?
I'm a theater major.
How long have you been here?
This is my third year.
Do you know Professor Watson?
I've heard of him through the recent controversy. I've never had him for a class, but you know, that's the first time I heard of him. So.
What have you heard about Professor Watson's situation and resignation?
I actually didn't know he resigned. I did know that he was, he was probably going to be fired anyway. I do know, from what I've heard from, what's been going around campus and the paper and in the school paper and local, that he, I know that he lied about on his application about a conviction of larceny. I know he lied about having a PhD and going for a second one when he didn't even have his first one. That's also what I've heard and read. He had a slew of other things that are kind of just, I guess, just accusations against him. But other than that, that's all I really,
How do you feel the circumstances have affected students here this semester?
Well, from reading the school paper, I saw that a lot of students, they enjoyed his class as a teacher. And with this current situation, I think it's really hurting his students because now, you have a finals week, you have a teacher that's pretty much going under all of this scrutiny, and now he's in limbo. He probably wasn't in class much, or maybe he was, and you're missing out on education from the professor, and they have to bring in another professor, take up their free time or what have you, pay them more money. So,
how has it affected you personally?
Honestly, it's sad to say that a professor here, because we have one of the greatest community colleges in the country. I think we're ranked we're like top 10 in the country for our associate's degrees, and he to have such a great staff here of very smart people, and for someone to have to lie and do all of that, it's sad. It's sad to see, and it kind of hurts our reputation as a school.
Does anything about this episode change your overall view of the college?
Not this in particular. There are many things that I would like to see changed, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm glad that they're cracking down harder on the applications and doing. I heard they're doing like background checks and stuff on everyone now. So, and I think that's really smart. And why they weren't doing that in the beginning is beyond me.
Yeah. If you could send a message to either Professor Watson or the college's administration, what would it be?
Considering from what I hear, he's such a great, if I were to say this to Professor Watson, since he's such a great, from what I hear from his students, he's such a great professor, it's really a shame that underneath that is this dark, lingering thing about you. And it's a shame because I've never had him, I never had him personally, but from what I hear, he's a great teacher, and he was a nice guy. I talked to some of the faculty that were talking about it, and they said he was the nicest guy. He walked in the hallway, hey, how you doing? Good morning, this and that, and it's really a shame that someone who seems so genuine, so great, has this underneath him and needs to hide it. When if you're just honest about it and put it out in the open, yeah, people know. But if you can change your reputation, you can win your graces back with people most of the time.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, it's just been a big, messy, soupy situation, and I'm glad to see that it's getting cleared up. And I mean, it was a smart decision on his part for resigning, and it's just a shame. It's a real shame.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.